in San Antonio. His name was Mr. Alan Heidel. And Mr. Alan Heidel taught me many things, but one of the things that I'll never forget is that he came to me one day and he said, Gilbert, he said, there's only two reasons to buy a car. One, the car is too cheap. I mean, and that's true with anything. You see a piece of property that's too cheap, you got to buy it. Because it's cheap. You can be able to make money. So he says, two reasons to buy a car. One, it's too cheap. Secondly, the second reason to buy a car, it's a desirable piece. Where people will stand in line, when you get ready to sell that car, people will stand in line to buy it. Not, kind of just go through all of this and ultimately won't be able to sell that car. So a desirable piece is a good reason to buy. And then another reason to buy is that this particular car is just too cheap, that you've got to buy it. So I hope that kind of helps you. You don't really need to go completely through a car, because if you do, they're going to give you a list this long that this car will eventually need. And once again, I think we can miss the target and miss that car that ultimately will give us a lot of great service, because a mechanic is checked it to those extremes. So, if you check engine, transmission, and rear end, which are the most important things, if the air blows cold, if it runs and drives, if the tires are fresh, if they're good, so it needs belt, or it needs whatever little things it may need, a power steering pump, maybe a water pump, or so on and so forth. Don't let that be the cause for not buying the car. Water pump's $200. So you can buy a good Toyota Camry or a good Honda Accord, and you're going to pass it because it's got a leaky water pump. Well, you may want to check into how much it costs, and then negotiate once again your